I also want to check in with Josh Haskell. Josh, as we go to you, keep in mind, we're on standby for that news conference from Monterey Park City Hall. So should that come up, we will divert and switch to that location. But Josh, what do you have for us?
Well, I'm here with Chester Chong. He is the head of the Chinese Chamber of Commerce of Los Angeles. He's very familiar with this area. Come here, Chester. Tell me what you were telling me. You know this business. You know the owner, sir?
Yes, Mr. Ma is the owner of the Dancing Ballroom. And last night happening was about 10:30, someone say, hey, we got the gunshot. And I'm surprised that people really don't know in happening over there. They think about it's only in the event because we have last night, Monterey Park have a night market and everybody together. People so consider about is a hate crime or because they're talking to the Asian or Chinese or because of Chinese New Year Eve. There's so many people on the street. So we really worry about that. And then until this morning, someone they call me again, they say it happening in the Dancing Ballroom. So I'm shocked. And in that situation, I know maybe what happened is between the boys and girls and going to dance. Maybe the husband and a wife just understand.
So you've been to that dance studio before?
Yes, I know the owner personally, and they're a good singer, they're a good dancer. So I heard last night they're killing many people.
10 people so far killed, and we know 10 people injured. What is your reaction? You know this community, you love this community, you're a member of this community.
This, San Gabriel Monterey community is very quiet and peaceful. Everybody loves to come over here. Unfortunately, because I believe I bring the government the gun control and so many guns on the street. Everybody used to get a gun, and it's unsafe. Our community right now is not only in here. The whole LA, we talk about so many guns. A lot of people, I'm not agree that people have the gun because I believe this only law enforcement and professional people should own the gun. It's not everybody have the gun at home. So that's happening once and once again.
So you had friends there. Have you tried to reach out to the people that you know that were at this event? Have you spoken to people? Do you know anyone who was injured or impacted by this?
According to my knowledge, and this morning I talked to so many friends, and many people consider what's going on. But people, of course, the husband and wife, they going down dance time to time, and we talk about that. And I really worry about because they have a target to come to shoot. That's I believe the law enforcement will do some investigation. And I heard about the suspect is running away, but right now.
What do you know about the suspect at this point? You were telling me.
The suspect, I believe, is a couple of the wife and husband, and then the wife. I heard about the wife over there. They just be invite the wife. The husband cannot go. That's why he's so upset. He's hot tempered. They just bring a gun over there to killing people. That's so far I understand it's like that.
And what can you tell us, Chester, about the friends that you've reached out to, the contacts that were there? Have they gotten back to you? Is there anyone that you're looking for that you have not heard from who was at that celebration last night?
Oh yeah, the celebration is a normal for the many years. Every New Year Eve on the Chinese New Year, they go down there to dance and sing and eat, and the celebration is happy. But unfortunately, because sometimes the wife and husband, or the wife go and husband did not go, so that's why he's so upset. Yeah, that I think is because we have so many guns. Too easy to bring a gun over there to killing people. It's horrible. It's very sad.
And another part of this is that this is Lunar New Year. We're in the middle of what should be a joyous celebration for this community today. Now the event is canceled. What can you tell us about the Lunar New Year celebrations here in Monterey Park, what they mean to your community and how devastating this is?
Yeah, this is a tradition of like the celebration for the Chinese New Year. This year by year, even Chinese Chamber of Commerce, we have other Golden Dragon Parade on the street on next Saturday from 1 to 5. That we hope everybody can come. But in this situation, on this incident, people are so scary. They call me too. How about things? But I say, hey, no problem. This is not a hate crime. This is they have a case. Is personal case.
So it's your understanding right now, Chester, and obviously this is not confirmed. This is preliminary. This is from people that you're talking to. But is your understanding understanding, of course, we're here with Chester Chong. He's head of the Chinese Chamber of Commerce of Los Angeles. It is your understanding that this is not a hate crime?
I believe so. For me, it's not really hate crime. Is so many kind of hate crime, but this hate is because of wife and husband. I believe because in that they also maybe the killing other people is innocent people. So I don't think there's a word. I believe also other thing is we have more strict our country should pay more attention about the crime, because now you can see people rob and almost every day everywhere. So that's not safe for us. Yeah, so we should have more control.
Chester, what's your overall reaction to this, though? I have to imagine you must be very sad right now personally.
Yeah, for me, it's supposed to celebration for the Chinese New Year, but no, because happening, we have to cancel all the event. People so worried about, and I'm sorry for the family. They lost the family, even the wife or husband, because the family, so many families, so sad. So hopefully we can calm and we do something. Yeah, to more about the community, talk to the government. He come up to say, helping us to make the community more peaceful. Yes.
And lastly, just so we understand, did you come down here to check on anyone, to check on the business? Tell us what brought you down here to the scene in Monterey Park.
Right, because I have so many friends over here. They call me this morning and please coming over and talk to them. And the business owner, I know, but Monterey Park is Monterey Park. I know the city is very peaceful and very good city. It's a quick city. Even last night I talked to the former mayor about the situation. Yeah, they really worry about, because many people think about this is maybe it's a hate crime. To worry about the Asian in America, but I think this morning more clear. So what's what happened?
Chester, lastly, can you just tell us where you're getting that information from that you believe it's not a hate crime? Is this coming from the mayor? Who's telling you this?
No, it's according to the situation. Because everybody is thinking about hate crime because of Chinese New Year. But if incident happening in the dancing ballroom, I don't think this is involved because the virus. I mean,
you're telling me you're hearing this from friends and from people that were there.
Yeah, I heard from friends and what happened last night. So
can you tell us a little bit more about what those friends told you, what they experienced, the people that were there? What did they see?
Okay. They're not saying it, but they go dancing over there. They're singing over there. That's a friend. They know inside is a lot incident because the family, wife and husband. So this, I believe, is this happening is the lover and going down there without, they like, they don't like you go down there, but they go. So that's what happened. I believe it's not really like the racism. Yeah, that's a family issue.
Thank you, Chester. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you so much for consider about community. We hope that we can change. I believe the most important is we need to control the crime, make it serious. The law have to be followed. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
So again, I'm ABC7's Josh Haskell. We're here at Garfield and Garvey right now. Chester Chong with the Chamber of Commerce telling me he believes that this was a family issue, not a hate crime. Of course, we're waiting that press conference where we will have that information confirmed from the authorities. We do not know that for sure yet, but he knew people there. He knows the owner. He knows the mayor. He is part of this community. And as he told us, he's hurting right now, and he's looking to the guns in this community is a problem. And I want to just step out of the way, Irene and Mark, and set the scene again for where we are. We are told that the Star Dance Studio is located behind that green awning. Now, the green awning of that business is not the dance studio. The entrance to the dance studio is in a parking lot behind that building, but we are literally less than a block from where this happened here on the ground in Monterey Park, again at Garfield and Garvey. And